Hi guys, you highly welcome back to our channel. This is Hemnet Stitches channel. My name is Bukola. Today I'm sharing a tutorial on how to make a dress called bat dress. Bat dress, very beautiful dress. Let's get started. This is the fabric I'm using. This is 4-yard fabric. So what I'm going to do now, I will just cut out my gown length out of the fabric because the fabric is actually too much for what I'm back and the front together. So I folded my fabric into 4. I'll be inserting my vertical measurements. So here now, from here, this is my shoulder. This is my shoulder line. On this shoulder line, I'll be measuring. I'll just place my tape measure. Then I will be measuring my half length. Here is my half length. From here, I'll place my tape measure. I'll just place my tape measurement on that half length. Then I will measure 8 inches and half downward. That's for my hip line. Then the remaining part is my gown length because I actually told us the fabric is 4 yards. So I actually measured what I need out. The next thing I'll be doing now, I'll be measuring my back measurements. To take this style measurements, we need to take our measurement from the prominent bone at our back here. Just take it here, then down to your wrist or wherever you desire. You understand? So now what I'll be doing, I'll be taking my back measurement here, 28 inches. Here is my 28 inches. I'm marking it here. Here is my 28 inches that marked there. So the next thing I'll be coming down by 2 inches is okay. You could make it 1.5, but I want 2 inches. Then you marked your DB, your round sleeve, your wrist round sleeve here. My round sleeve for my wrist is 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2, it will give me 4.5 inches. I'll be marking that here, but I will add stitching allowance, sewing allowance to join this, the back to the front. So the sewing allowance I'm adding here is half. That is 0.5, which I'm marking here. So I'm marking all the measurements I'm marking here is 5 inches. It's 5 inches I'm marking here. That is all about that. Then I will now come to my neckline. The neckline that I will be using for this style is, I will be using 5 inches for my neck width. That's for my neck width. That is 5.5 inches. Then I'll be using 3.5 inches for the neck depth. So I'll be connecting it with my ruler. It's same thing. So I'll be cutting it together. So this is my waistline. Hope we are understanding as we are taking it one after the other. First take my vertical measurement, then my back measurements, which I told us that we are going to measure it from the prominent bone that divides our back into 2 down to wherever we decide. You understand? That is the sleeve and the back together, which I have marked here. Then I now marked my wrist circumference measurement here. That is what I marked here, plus ½ inch for stitching allowance. Here is it. I marked it here. Then I marked my line and my neck width. You can choose any neck style that you want. It depends on your choice. But I want a canoe neck. I want a canoe neck, which I have marked here. Then at my waistline now, that is where we are, I'll be inserting my waist circumference measurement. My waist circumference measurement is 34 divided by 4. That is, I'm inserting 1/4 of my circumference, my waist circumference measurement. That is 8.2 inches. I'll be marking it here, plus 1.5 sewing allowance, plus 1.5 sewing allowance here. Then I will now be coming up by 1.5 inches. I'll be coming up by 1.5 inches here on the same line. Then just make a straight line to connect it. I've connected it. That is, I came 2 inches, 1.5 inches above my waistline. So now, this angle that is here, this one, from this place now, you just place your ruler. I'll be using my hip cuff to bring out the shape. You understand? This is going to be the shape of my sleeve. Shall be, you connect it. This is the main work that is there. Just connect it with this line. I've connected it. You could see that hip cuff is good too. You can use free hand as well. So I'll just use my hand to blend this place. I don't want it to sharp. You understand? Done with the waistline. Then the next thing on my hip line, we are going to take 1/4 of my hip circumference measurement as well, which is 41 divided by 4. It will give me 10.2 inches. 41 divided by 4, it will give me 10.2 inches, which I'll be marking here, plus 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. Then here at the hemi parts of my gown, I'll be using 1/4 of my hip measurement as well, minus 1. That will give me 9.2. The reason why we are doing that, to make it pencil and look unique. You understand? Connecting my waist measurement to the hip line. We gently connect it with my hip cuff. Now I'm done with the down parts. I press hip to the down parts. So I'm done with the down parts. What I'm going to do now is to connect this neckline here, my shoulder slope. You know, we took so I've connected that. That is my shoulder slope. Then the next thing, I'll be cutting it out. So what we did now is that we measure our back measurements here. We marked it here. Then from that place, we came downward by 2 inches for our shoulder slope. Then we connected our shoulder slope to our neck line. Just roll it down to that 2 inches. So on that 2 inches marked, we measured down our wrist circumference measurement, which is 4.5. Then we had ½ inch to it for the sewing allowance. Then also from there, we connect that line to our waist line. Then on the waistline, we came up by 1.5 inches. Then we connect it to our sleeve wrist. So from there, we mark our hip measurements in the down parts. Then we said we are using canoe neck. You can make any neck of your choice. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to support this channel. Thank you, and also put on the notification bell so whenever new video are uploading, you'll be notified. Thank you very much. So this is the outcome. This is the outcome. This is how it looks like. This is our bath dress. This is it. So to stitch it is very easy. Just stitch it down like this, straight. Then you stitch it straight down like this as well. Here you come in, you stitch it down. That is a very simple to stitch. Then you insert your zip. But what I will be doing now, I will be cutting our band. There's band at the wrist here. There's band here. So we are going to measure wherever we get here. Then we take 1 inch out of it. So here we have 6 inches. So we are taking 1 out of it. So we are measuring 5 inches for our band. We are using 3 inches for our band. The reason why we are not remove the band measurements from the sleeve is that we need our sleeve to have some volume in it. You understand? So by the time we raise up our hand, the whole length of the gown here is unfold. So I'll be folding it like this. So just measure 3.5 inches. Measure. I've added sewing allowance to it. That is the reason I'm making it 3.5. So here is 3.5 into 2. So this is the band here for the 2 sleeve. So the next thing now, I'll be a stitch from this place down to the hemi part of the gown. For the 2 sides, I will show us before proceeding. Then I will tape my neck as well. Now I'm done with the neck. See, I've stitched my neck. Here is it. I've stitched my neck. Then I've joined my sleeve. The next thing I will be doing now, before, make sure the notch it's rhyme with the joining part. This is where I joined it. So make sure that the middle of your band is also equal with that. So I've pinned it down so it will not shift. That's for that. Then the second sleeve as well. Start opening a stitch. I'm just opening a stitch from this place, from this band, straight down like this, till the hemi part of my gown. So that's what I will be doing now. I will be inserting my zip as well. I want to show us something. I will be inserting my zip here. Then from this hemming line, then I will be coming up by 9 inches. So I'm making it, it's actually 8 inches. So I added down 1 inch for hemming allowance. So let me notch it. So that is all. So I will just come in by 1.5 inch here, then open a stitch down to where, to the length of my zip. Then I will close it there. Then fix my zip. I'll come back and show it for us by type. So this is our gown. Our dress is ready. It's ready now. The next thing now is to stitch, to cut and stitch our belts. Here is it, very beautiful, as you can see. So the next thing now, I will wear it and show it to us. This is outcome. This is the outcome. Very beautiful. The slit at the back. Yes, it's. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.